Thank you for welcoming me onto your screens or onto your headphones, depending on how you're watching this. My name is Eddie, and this is The Rollback. Folks, today I'll be covering the fourth film in the Daniel Craig-led James Bond series. I'll be talking about Spectre. Now, how do you follow up one of the best James Bond movies ever made? Well, you give it a good try, and that's what this movie was. It was a damn good try. And just to be clear, this movie is not bad. It's pretty good. It's just not on the same level as Skyfall, which is unfair. I'm just saying, I'm sorry, Mr. Christoph Waltz, aka the best villain actor. You heard me. But let's get to the actors real quick. Daniel Craig as James Bond. In this particular film, the director, Sam Mendes, actually described James Bond as being extremely focused on Spectre, kind of like a hunter following prey to some degree. Like he's really coded in on this. Up next, we have Christoph Waltz as Ernest Blowfield. You may know him as probably the most iconic Bond villain that there ever was in one of the previous iterations. He actually killed Bond's wife in one of the previous iterations. Successfully so. So, we'll see where that goes. Also, and I'm sorry for this mispronunciation, Ms. Leah de Sedux. I'm sorry I'm butchering that pronunciation, but she plays Madeline Swan, Bond's main love interest in this one. And long-term love interest? Yeah, that sounds about right. Long-term love interest. Also, shout out real quick to Voldemort, who plays the new M, and Batista, who plays a badass in this one. Summary is a little more complicated, but let's try and go down this rabbit hole. But Bond is on the hunt for an organization where his only real lead is a man by the name of Scara. That word. It's an unofficial mission, and M that is given to Bond from M after her passing from the previous movie. Chain of events sets up Bond on a collision course with this organization that's connected to all the hell that Bond's been through. Spectre, it's headed by a man from James's past, and he gets a visit from some old faces along the way, namely Mr. White. With MI6 under threat of being closed down, Bond is on his own to protect Madeline Swan. Turns out, Spectre is ran by his Bond's sort of brother? Sort of? One Christoph Waltz, though. Yeah. No, I think his real name is Blowfield, something like that. So this leads to the film's climax at MI6 headquarters. Now, Bond is able to save Madeline Swan and take down Blowfield's helicopter. Although, when given the option to actually kill Blowfield, to kill the man that's been responsible for so much of his pain, Bond doesn't kill him. He actually walks away. Shockingly. I'm genuinely surprised. But yeah, he walks away to start a new life with Miss Madeline Swan. The pros. The opening sequence in Mexico is honestly great. Really action-packed and good. I really enjoyed that. And just that, the organization Spectre, when you do see them, they're talking about crime on a global scale. When it comes to the human trafficking or illegal arms or drugs, they're talking on a global scale, which does give them some weight. You understand the enormity of this organization and the kind of threat that they pose to the planet in general. You know, I hope that's not an overstatement, but it's true. Bond's villain feels amazing. Christoph Waltz, he's a great villain actor. I loved him in Django Unchained when he was a good guy, but he's just so eloquent in the way he talks, his speech, his mannerisms, I don't know what it is about him, but he plays a great villain. He plays a guy that you can't wait to punch in the face. Also, Bond's relationship with Miss Swan is honestly sweet. They've both been through some serious tragedy, and they find comfort in one another. Honestly, it's nice. Anyway, the villain's fantastic. The scenery throughout the whole movie is beautiful, actually. The whole thing, which I think is something no one really talks about when it comes to a Bond movie, when I think about it. It's beautiful all the way around. I don't know why no one mentions it more. The personal touch of James and Waltz being brothers is another fantastic layer to Bond's backstory, I think. I know some people might scoff at it, but I liked it, personally. Now, as far as the cons, there aren't many. The only thing I don't think is that Bond and Blofeld have enough interaction. Bond never calls him out for being an asshole. Like, Bond never calls him out as, that was your father, he was just trying to help me. It's missing a few layers there. They never really have that conversation. In addition to that, although the story is personal, I don't know why, but they weren't able to hit the same emotional highs, I think, as Skyfall was able to. Especially, to be fair, they did go James Bond's Shattered Home in the previous iteration, so maybe that was the problem. They just couldn't top that personal touch. That said, though, this film was still pretty damn good. I would give it like an A-. It was great. It's kind of unfair. It's like Skyfall, Spectre. Is it as good? No, but it's still genuinely a great movie. It's on the level of Casino Royale, definitely for sure. But yeah, I'm going to recommend everyone go check this out. And up next, we've got the final film in the James Bond series, hence why I'm dressed up a little bit. We're going to have No Time to Die. How was it? We're about to find out in a few moments. Oh, but before then, please like and subscribe. We greatly appreciate it. We're always trying to grow this channel. And I'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.